Delaware in the building. Y'all ain't ready for the Delaware takeover. Y'all not ready for this unique style and creativity that everybody in the world wants to see. Nas and Jay is bringing it, and everything they bring got that Delaware swag.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody.
We are back.
We are here. We are here.
Still here. You know what I'm saying?
We still here.
Mm-hmm. And
Trying to survive out in these streets.
Yeah. But
Happy 5th day of Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
To my people. Welcome to your evening. Give me.
Oh, really?
Welcome to your evening sip.
Wow. Okay. I respect that.
Because God knows I needs me one of these in just a few minutes of local news, what's happening, and
real world mess. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. That last real world mess surely is something.
And listen, I am just glad that the tariffs only lasted for 24 hours because this tequila, this is the Rocks brand, would be a lot more expensive, and then I'm going to have to find something else to make myself happy with.
Wait, what's this one?
This is Terramana.
That one's
Terramana?
nasty.
Okay, so this is it's not the Rocks. I don't know what to say at this point because now we're just going to lose our sponsorship.
You're welcome.
But I'm glad that I'm still able to get my tequila at the same price as it was last week, and
for
know
the time being before we start making
some other rash decision. You know what I'm saying? But for now, my guacamole and my tequila is safe. So, yeah.
What are we living in? What are we living in right now?
Strange times.
This is a simulation.
Right,
We're living in a simulation.
Right, and I'm a what do you call it? A clone, like Jamie Foxx. Right.
We're all clones, and this is a simulation.
Right. Yeah, Musk already took over, and this is actually AI doing the whole show.
No, we're not doing this yet.
You started it.
No, you did. You poured the drink. Give me the shot, darn it, because we need that.
All right.
So go ahead and take your shot, because I'm still going to cheers to the people.
What you mean?
This shot is to all of you out there who are low-key stressed out about what's happening, who may have been affected by what's happening, and to the people who are really trying to hold on. Because the world was already crazy, and it's only getting crazier. So this is to you. We're here for you.
This is from my end for anyone struggling with life, like home life stuff.
Yes.
And this is for you. All right. Clink. Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, that's not nasty.
It's fine.
What's the one that I don't like?
I don't know.
There's one.
Something cheap. But the Rock is cool.
Because if I'm buying it, it's going to be cheap.
That's pretty much what your problem is. You're buying cheap tequila.
Oh, I got to be cost effective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Temperature. Which is ironic because my child is sick. One of my children is sick right now. So we've been temperature checking.
I'm tired. I'm weak.
Did you see my video?
Did you do that one? Yes, you did.
Wow.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I just want y'all to know that just because we sit on this couch together
doesn't mean we know each other.
Doesn't mean we know each other. We do not support each other. And we're going to talk about why later.
How can I ever trust a musician who doesn't have a formal degree?
I smacked you.
Exactly.
Woo, child. Okay,
right.
Temperature check.
I am more stressed out.
First of all, ain't nobody asked you. I was going to go.
You said temperature check. You can't say temperature check and then be like, let me tell you my temperature.
Let me do it. How you feeling, Jay? How's it going?
I am feeling more stressed out today than I was last week.
Yeah.
The in-between has been reasonable, but today has been top tier.
Okay.
As always, for the time being, because I want to say this. I don't mean to be ambiguous and just kind of be like, oh, I'm feeling bad. because if it was something that I could share, I definitely would. Like, I have no problems. If it was something that was specifically me, like if I knew something was going on with me, I would tell you everything about it and hold no bars. But because it doesn't involve specifically me, I can't put everybody else's business out there.
Yeah.
But life is lifing. It is stressing me out. And another thing, I don't think I said this last week. And this is for anybody else who's trying to manage stress and like manage, tough real life situations. I have found, as I'm walking through all this stuff, that even when I'm super tired, doing something that doing something that is completely outside of what you are focusing on in terms of the stress really does change up my stress level. For instance, we attended a sort of arts function last week.
Yes.
And I don't know if we should say too much about it because I don't know if she wants to say anything.
A good artist friend of ours invited us.
And I will say from my end, as a perfect example, that I really in here didn't want to go out and socialize because of the stress.
But I said, come on.
And so I went out and I had a couple of shots. I saw some people that I love.
Yes.
And I was able to talk my talk. And it really distracted me. And I can't recommend enough that even though you might not feel like getting up and doing something that is, social or that is different from what you want to focus on, it actually does help. And I'll leave it there. Yeah. And Naj, temperature check with you.
Oh.
How are you feeling today?
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling good.
All right.
I feel good.
Okay, great. Yeah.
I am in an up mood.
Mm-hmm.
I feel good. I got to say this. I've had a lot of conversations with some close people in my circle. Basically talking about how for a long time, people didn't realize that I was intelligent or that I had a personality or that I was professional. And people are coming to realize that now. For whatever reason, I'm just glad that they're realizing it and that they are coming correctly. And it makes me feel good because I have worked really hard to present myself in a way where when I walk into a room, I'm about my business. Yes, I can be funny. Yes, I can be goofy and all that. But what's important to me is that you respect me. And I feel like I've been getting that lately, and that makes me really happy.
You know what's funny about that as you say it?
What?
And I'm actually not giving you a hard time right now.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is more of a female dilemma, a woman dilemma.
I was going to say, no,
Lord
first
Jesus.
of all, what you mean female dilemma?
Yeah, that's not a oh my God.
Watch your mother.
Yep.
Go ahead.
If it's a woman dilemma or if it's more of a dilemma because you look young and you're pretty, so people, don't take you as seriously because of that, or both, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's some of those things. I think it's those things, and I think it's also that my parents spoke for me for a long time.
Okay.
They spoke for me for a very long time.
But my point in saying that it's so messed up that you even have to think that way, because I'm so confident in myself that I'll walk in a room like a damn fool.
Oh, we know.
And not care. But I think it would be different if I was in your shoes, because I wouldn't have the freedom to just walk in like la da 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 and say something crazy, have everybody think I'm just gonna wild out and say something inappropriate and be like, actually, sucker, I'm smart. Like, I can walk into a situation like that, and it's not really fair because I don't have to walk into it proving that I'm professional. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm kind of on a tangent for a second. Okay. But so one of the things that my dad, and I think his generation that's always been on their mind, has been like my dad would never grow his hair long like mine. And he's always been seen like in a suit and with good shoes, because it was important to him, coming from his generation, to appear professional and be sharp at all times, because you're not going to have, you got to prove as a black person that you were sharp. And because I'm riding his shoulders, I walk into it like hoodie, long hair, talk how I want, kick rocks. And then you'll find at the end of the day that I'm intelligent.
Yeah.
But it's a thing. And I think that you're still having to walk that way, and it's not fair. Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
But I'm thankful that I have been consistent in showing that I am professional, I am intelligent, I have great ideas, that I am about my business. I'm not perfect, I'm going to fall short. I have fallen short, but I can at least say that there are a lot of people out here who can say Naja's thorough, and that means a lot to me. Naja's thorough. Thorough. And I feel good about that.
Wow.
So
Cool.
I feel good, and I love my job.
Cool.
So yeah.
Flowers.
Do that. We need an ugly run. Flowers. Do it.
Flowers.
No. You just sound like, if you're not gonna do the 90s R&B ugly kind of good run, then don't do it at all.
You're not going to tell me how to run. I know you think you're professional and full of good ideas, but don't get too full of yourself. I'm going to run how I want to run. How about that?
I know you think you're professional. You got good. You see, that's it. That's what I'm talking about.
That's that long hair, light skin.
Flowers. Who do we have flowers for? So we want to say we have flowers for everyone who has been putting together protests and rallies in the state, and everyone who has been informing and educating others on how to reach out to your legislators, to call them and write them, during this time where we need to have our voices heard. So that's a big ask for someone to lead those types of initiatives. So we want to say thank you, because you're putting your neck out there. Right now is a very shaky time. So for you to stand up and be out here and having your voice heard, representing the masses and willing to take that risk, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you for that.
We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. And to that point, I would like to add State Representative Eric Morrison to the mix, because I don't always agree with everyone. There's nobody that I always completely agree with. But
except me.
Yeah. Well, you can't even agree on the run I make. But he has been making a lot of posts that I'm completely lined up with. We think a lot in several different ways. And one of the ways that I'm really aligned with him, and I'm super happy that he has constantly been saying, is in as much as he is a Democrat and a progressive, he is very aggressively saying Democrats do some messed up stuff that has led to this situation. He's not afraid to call out his own people, saying, this is why. And it really matters.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the posts. I appreciate the bravery of the posts, especially because there are a lot of people, if you go to his page and follow him, he's in a difficult district where there are a lot of conservatives.
Yeah.
And they really...
Where's he at?
I'm not sure specifically.
Where in the state?
He's in. I'm pretty sure he's in Dover, like in that area.
Was that?
But he might actually be all the way down in Sussex County.
Okay.
I'm not sure how far down he is. But he's got a lot of conservatives that jump in on his posts. And some of them make points that are at least thoughtful. But a lot of them are just trashy. And they just come in his neck in a really reckless, disrespectful way. And he manages it really, really well. So I wanted to give him flowers for sticking his neck out on both sides of it, because he's catching it from both ends.
Yeah.
And it's really...
I would hate to be a politician right now.
Oh, nah. Like, I'd have cussed everybody out.
Mouth.
And I really appreciate his political bravery in a time where you don't have to be, even though you should be.
Political bravery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Political
Not afraid
bravery.
to say, Biden, you've been messing up, bruh. You know what I'm saying? In his home state.
I think that, nope, I'm not doing this. It ain't this segment. It ain't this segment.
Keep it together. Keep it together.
Trying to be professional and stay on task. You messing me up.
100%.
So thank you. Who?
Representative Eric Morrison. Eric Morrison.
There we go.
Yeah.
And also, thank you to all of our school counselors because it is National School Counselor Week. Let me tell you a quick story. I was in high school and I had a little situation with a boyfriend or a guy that I liked. I can't remember if we were actually boyfriend and girlfriend. Either way, I was a mess. And my school counselor at the time took me into his office with my homegirl, and I was able to cry it out and have the whole girl talk with her. And then my school counselor, and he helped me get myself together and walk out of that office with my head held high. So school counselors, I know y'all deal with a lot of stuff. We thank you. Lisa, I know you're watching. We thank you. You guys matter and you mean so much to our babies. So thank you.
And as somebody who sees what they do firsthand, like there's the counseling component, but y'all don't realize how much they do that is way outside and sort of past. It's almost like, you know how law enforcement has way too much responsibility, like they have to do way too many things outside of just like catch the bad guys. It's very similar in that, you know, they're worried about testing. They're doing all kinds of different things that really you wouldn't suspect to be within their wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And all of that, coupled with the fact that especially right now with all of the political stuff going on, kids are stressed out, legitimately. So their work is they have a lot of work in front of them right now. So whoever your school counselor is at your school, you know, in the very least, if you see them, say, hey, thank you. And if you want to go above and beyond, send them a card, you know, buy them lunch, do something nice for them, because they really are quietly part of they play a huge role in keeping the school moving smoothly.
Our unsung heroes.
They are unsung for sure.
Lisa, you tagged John Grant. So he wasn't he was my music teacher at the time, but you could basically say he was my counselor too, because he was my favorite teacher. And so I talked to him about everything. But I believe his name was Palela. His last name was Palela. But John Grant knows who he is. So if you watch this, John, because I still want to call him Mr. Grant, let him know, thank you for getting me together in 11th grade.
Oh, listen, there's not a single teacher I've had that I ever would call by their first name, so don't feel about that.
I hate it.
There's no way I will. There's not a single teacher that I have ever had that I will ever call by the first name. Absolutely not. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, he got me together, child. Got me together. Okay. We're going to do a quick commercial. And then we're going to go to
Can you tell me about these next time, please? But go ahead with the commercial. Mm-hmm.
It's been the same thing for the last
I didn't know. I thought it was something different.
2
All right.
weeks.
Oh, this is,
Who else is giving us commercials? It could be you if you decide to send in your commercial stuff, because we can do it for a small fee. Do you want to protect your package deliveries? Are you tired of porch pirates? My Bridge Box will ensure that you never miss a package again. Sign up for My Bridge Box and have your packages delivered to a safe and secure location. Pick up your packages at your convenience. Visit mybridgebox.com for additional information. My Bridge Box is fulfilling a need within the community because folks be stealing.
Avoid those porch pirates. Arr.
Don't let them steal your booty.
Arr.
We're getting good at this. Oh my God. This is so good. So that's your commercial.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta make a graphic.
Just put up their logo, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So why didn't you say that last week?
Because I didn't know you were going to do it.
See, this is what happens when only one has brains.
Like, if I walked away right now, but go ahead.
We're going to move on to our next segment. Local news.
This is my favorite part of the show right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I don't know how we missed this, but we did. But you can still go the whole month of February. We are Network Connect and Seven in collaboration with Seven God. On Saturday, February 1st, they had a free shopping experience for the community inside of the Big Energy Sankofa Collective. So this is basically in the Concord Mall. When you go past all the food and you go down on the right, it used to be a selfie place, like where Express and I think like New York and Company used to be. There was like this whole space where there was like a selfie thing across from FYE or something.
Okay, yeah.
So they have basically an exhibition that's going to be there all month long, full of artists. So we've got artists, Devin Walls, Radical Youth, LaDon, Y Daily Murr, Smash Label, Michael Silva, a lot of the people that
you know and love.
Yes. So if you are free or make yourself free, go to the Concord Mall and go and visit this. Because number one, the Concord Mall needs patrons. I hate to say it, but it's struggling out there. So I'm glad that they got some young people in there with some beautiful artwork who are trying to do something positive with art. Go and visit. They'll be there till the 28th. And again, this is the Big Energy Sankofa Collective. And if you're interested in following online, you can go to We Are Network Connect on Instagram and then 7God. So the number 7 GODXX. And you'll see all the information on there of the times and the artists involved and everything like that. And it looked like they had a really good time on Saturday. So congratulations to all of you who put it together. And I hope that you guys sell some paintings, sell some stuff, and that the Concord Mall invites you back. Everybody's upset with Delmarva, me included, because
can we use well, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. We're already there. It's fine. Yeah.
I need to talk about this.
Okay.
Because Delmarva has been abusing us. My energy bill has been so high. Somebody posted an $800 energy bill. It don't make no sense. So the legislators have heard our cries, and Delmarva so far has right. So their thing has been to relieve customers no late payment fees for January and February 2025 with extended repayment periods of up to 24 months, suspension of disconnections for non-payment in February 2025, and waiving deposit requirements for customers seeking to restore service after disconnections.
Thanks.
Thanks so much, Delmarva.
Something that needs to be considered about this whole thing, and I understand, like, I understand why people are upset. A point that has been made that needs to be considered is part of what is happening, not that it's okay, is that with the demands for green energy and having to change up, like, so it's and some, this is outside of it to make a point. In some ways, it's getting more expensive to like make cars because they have to go through all these, different things to meet like EPA standards, right? And so when you're having to adhere to these new green energy standards, which we need, basically the cost that they have, the money that they have to spend in order to upgrade their stuff to meet these standards trickles down on us. And that's not to say that we shouldn't have green energy, but it is to say that you should understand all the dynamics so that you can be aware, not only for the sake of awareness, but to help, but to knowledgeably vote and support policies that are going to keep your bill low. Yeah.
You sound like the ops.
That's fine.
I don't like that.
That's fine.
What's your energy bill look like?
Bad.
Let me hear.
Okay, but
so I paid $500. What's yours?
Listen, I said what I needed to say, and it's yeah.
Let me find out you working for them silently,
right?
Because that seems like we were supposed to go in, and you over here. No,
it's a bad thing. Like, it's bad, and they're definitely milking the system, and they're definitely taking advantage of people. But knowing the whole picture can allow you to not.
I can't afford no.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. Actually, is knowing the full dynamics of it allows for someone to actually make a difference. Besides saying we'll give you a delayed payment, like someone's gonna. If you know what the problem is, you can help to solve it. Versus allowing them to just give you a BS statement saying we'll allow you to not have late fees for 2 months. Like, make them correct the issue, and let's all figure it out from that end.
Let's correct the issue.
Yeah.
So apparently there is a meeting, a public service commission meeting, February 19th from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Cannon Building, 861 Silver Lake Boulevard, Dover, Delaware.
Yeah.
first floor hearing room. So
hold them accountable.
If you want to have your voice heard, bring them bills and show up.
Hold them accountable.
Keandra posted that.
Yeah,
so
make them answer the questions, the hard questions. Absolutely.
Exactly.
And understand what's going on.
Yes. So since we have all of these executive orders being signed, one of the big things is the ICE raids. So the Delaware Department of Education put out a memo basically talking about but basically talking about the ICE raids, what you can do, what your rights are for your children, what the schools are prepared to do. I will be completely honest. The headline from Delaware Online was I don't know. I never liked their headlines because I feel like they are misleading for clickbait. And it was, "We aren't politicians, we are educators." I don't know. I always have a weird thing with Delaware Online and their headlines, but I did notate there's a whole article. So go on Delaware Online to read the article. But what I noticed was, what are some immediate action steps for schools? So school systems can consider strengthening district and charter policies, pass a resolution reaffirming districts and charters' commitment to student privacy and protection, provide clear guidance to staff on handling immigration enforcement requests, ensure all school employees understand that they cannot disclose a student's immigration status without the proper consent or legal authorization. Something else they talked about was, what if immigration agents request access or information about a student or staff member?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Do not attempt to accept or deny the request. Immediately refer it to the superintendent or charter leader for legal review.
Let me tell you something.
Oh my.
I work in an elementary school. And the elementary school in which I work is full of children who speak Spanish, from Mexico to Puerto Rico to Dominican Republic. And it is just a simple fact that a lot of these children are legitimately scared. They are going into a school setting where your only objective should be to learn and become a better person so that you can contribute to this great nation. And the teachers are absolutely committed to their students. They love their students. And it is absolutely horrible that anyone has to think this way.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you're coming into a school to take a child, the child is all of the bull crap that Trump is saying about, drugs coming into the country and criminals. These are children we're talking about. Right. The children aren't doing anything wrong. So I'm not trying to talk tough guy because I'm not a tough guy, but I hope that I'm very happy with a couple, I think it was Colonial School District and Red Clay School District made pretty strong stances saying that they're going to protect children overall. And I hope that you take my stance. Bottom line is, if I'm at the door and ICE comes to the door to say they want to talk to a child, you can kiss my entire ass. I'll go to jail before I open the door and let you take a child or a child's parent away. And everyone needs to have that mindset of protecting children and innocent families. I understand that everybody isn't willing to put themselves at certain risk. But the more people that understand how disgusting it is that you would potentially go into, like, what kind of a human being? I don't care what your job is. Like, who is going to, like, I'm going to quit that job. If I ever woke up and my job told me I got to go into a school and take a child, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. So I wouldn't tell them anything. I'll tell you to kiss my entire ass and go away from this school, and you're not getting let in here, and I'm not telling you anything, because what you're doing is fundamentally, morally wrong. And I'll leave it there. Thank you.
The one thing, I saw this post a couple of days ago, and it was, I don't know what this person supported or not, but one thing that they said that really stuck out to me was, no matter what you believe, no matter who you voted for, no matter what policies you're interested in or not, at the end of the day, fundamentally, we are all human. And we all need to be treated as humans, not monsters, not creatures from the depths of whatever rivers. We are humans. Babies are babies. Children are children. Unless you have demonstrated that you are not a savable human being, you do not need to be treated like a criminal, like a monster.
But what are you coming to a school for? Like, listen, let me be clear on the other side.
It's all tactics.
If we know, if you know that at Walmart there is an employee who is a murderer and also happens to be an illegal immigrant, please come take that person. All right, I get it. Like, I'm not unreasonable. If there's a horrible person amongst us, take away all the horrible people. Illegal, legal, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if ICE is coming to take somebody who is doing horrible crimes to people, I'm going to say, yeah, this guy's a bad guy.
Robbing,
Please
killing,
take him
stabbing,
away from here.
Right.
But a school, and I'm not going to open up the whole can of worms because the school is an easy thing to address. But let's be clear. From Chicago to Newark to here, there is discussion about ICE coming into places that they have no business coming into, and it's absolutely unacceptable.
And what I hear, here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. I have heard, I've read on several different pages and blogs and posts and think pieces that 90% of the calls are people calling about all races that are Black and brown, all minorities.
And Lord knows I could be anything from Arab to Dominican to Black. So
like how, like the minute he said get rid of immigrants, they had an uptick in calls of Black and brown people in general.
As though there are no European or Russian immigrants here who aren't also criminals. How many non-brown criminals are here from European countries and from Russia and from maybe Australia and all those places? I bet you a lot.
So
that's why he's racist.
I'm proud of the schools that have taken a bold stance for our babies.
Yeah, you protect children at all costs.
When you do that, you're not just protecting the children that may possibly be immigrants, but also the children that are in that class with them. You're protecting the whole of the school body.
And you're creating a school environment that suggests safety.
Yes.
That's the fundamental thing. You can't come to school and learn if you're worried about getting snatched up. And it doesn't just scare the children who might get snatched up. It also impacts the white child who's afraid of losing their friend.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not just that.
Yep.
Like, all these kids get along with each other. They're not living in your little, I'm going to start ranting. They're not living in your world. You know what I mean? It's a very different thing for these younger kids. Black, brown, white, they're all doing their thing.
Yeah.
All you did was snatch their friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of certain schools and certain districts.
Kick rocks to anyone who supports that nonsense.
Yeah. So that is our local news.
Let's get into the art talk.
No. I
Okay.
would like to go to Real World Mess first.
Okay, is this fun?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Real Wild Mess.
All right, it's time. Wait a minute.
God Almighty. One day we're gonna have the coinage to hire somebody, and
I love doing it like this.
Y'all gonna be so excited.
I gotta be honest, I love doing it like this.
I bet you do.
No, I don't want to have some big crew.
I bet you do.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
Oh my God. So there is a woman.
This is great.
We're doing this a little early.
Because we need to switch up the mood.
We do. So there is a woman in Pakistan right now who is from New York, who could also pass as a Philadelphian based off of her accent.
Yeah, I thought for sure she was from Philly.
Yes, I thought it was a Philly accent, but it's a New York accent. Her name is Onijah Robinson. And so she is 33 years old.
That's it?
She's 33 years. She's the same age as me.
She looks older than that.
She is the same age as me.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's in Pakistan. She got there because she met this young man online. I can't remember his name, but she met a man online who was 19 years old. They started having discussions, and she flew over there to marry him. Her family was like, nah, it ain't gonna happen.
Right.
So she's stuck over there. She left in October. She was only supposed to be there for a few weeks, according to her son.
We're gonna talk about that?
Yes, we will.
All right, go ahead.
Why you?
Sorry, I just want to make sure I was scrolling through. Sorry, yeah.
She was only supposed to be there a couple weeks. She's been there for a long time. So when his family was like, nah, we not doing this. You
got to research this lady.
Yes, you do. And Onijah Robinson. She decided to hang out at the same building that he lives, and basically set up shop. And the community was like, what's going on? So obviously there's a language barrier because they started bringing the news to her. They started doing press conferences.
Because she is charismatic and funny.
She is.
You know what I mean? There's no way around that. She's out of her mind, but she's great.
Right now, there are several videos of her demanding
$20,000.
$20,000, $50,000, $10,000, $5,000 a day. She wants to fix up the building. She wants to fix up the community. She wants to build a pool. She says the kids love her, and they just keep having these press conferences. And for me, I honestly feel like they just don't know what to do. They didn't know what to do.
But you can't stop looking at her because it's so funny. It's the most random story, and it's so funny.
Listen, I'm telling you, when I say press conferences,
like she catfished a young Pakistani kid.
Yes.
That's the thing. So you got to feel like she catfished this young kid in Pakistan, pulled up. The kid's like, what in the world? And she's like, no, I'm here.
Who is this?
Like, you don't have a choice in this. You know what I'm saying? And because of the way that, like, Pakistani culture works, they're like, well, my guy, like, you committed to the marriage, and like you're stuck. So you're stuck. And he's
but the thing is, since he won't marry her, there have been several men to step up and marry her. There was only one man who was like, she ain't got no money.
And so, but you got to understand that what she has done is she's like, I'm here. I don't know how you all are gonna like. But I'm just like, I'm here now. I'm a part of your community.
I'm from Pakistan.
I'm Pakistani as far as I'm concerned.
That's
like
it.
So, and what you're going to do is fix up this place because I'm here, and these don't meet anyone's standards.
Listen.
So can I get those donations?
Pretty much. So there have been some posts about her going into a mental health facility.
No, she's great.
There have been videos of her in the mental health facility and looking like she's doing a little bit better. There was a video where she requested a ticket to be bought for her to go home. But right now, no one really knows what's going on. But all I know is she needs $20K USD from the government and $5,000 a day USD for her to live there and to clean up that building and to get Pakistan together.
It's amazing.
So
yeah, great story.
Please look
it up because we can't post the footage from this because we don't have sort of rights to it. But like, please look it up. It's like you got to see her and hear her, and it's hysterical.
I'm telling you, and she carried her suitcase everywhere.
Everywhere she's a cartoon character.
That suitcase is going.
Or a movie character.
I know exactly who I'm gonna be for Halloween this year.
Oh no.
I know exactly who I'm gonna be. I can draw on my eyebrows. I could do it. So Target is being sued because the shareholders and the investors in Target basically they are saying that Target did not warn them of the backlash for pulling out of the DEI initiatives with the Black and brown folks. And
who knew that Target would mean they're targeting DEI?
So as we know, Target has
DEI in their bullseye.
Their DEI initiative. Pew, pew. And all of their Black and brown products and things have gone on sale. They had a bunch of backlash during their Pride month sales, or their Pride month, where they were promoting the LGBTQ community businesses. They had backlash from both sides. And now, since they pulled out of DEI and the Black community is no longer spending money there, their shareholders are now suing them and are like, y'all didn't tell us that we was going to lose money. And here's the funny thing. This girl commented, and I thought this was so on point. They're not mad about DEI rollbacks. They are mad
that they're losing money.
Because they had the initiatives in the first place, but the silver lining is when they were making the mighty black dollar, they were quiet. But since the boycott has dropped some stock, they're crying.
Here's the bottom line, because I know a lot of people already know about this. This is the bottom line. And I think that if you can fundamentally understand this, that everyone can navigate this wild world a little bit better. The people who are running these big companies from Amazon to Target, the only thing they really care about is money.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they really care about.
Yep.
And especially when you have a public company. You know, if you have a private company, you can have someone who's like a family person who's been there for generations, and they have some sort of moral investment in the company, and they want to have a specific, you know, way that the company is run.
Yeah.
But when you get into a public company, and this is a fact, literally, almost by law, their only goal is to make money, right?
Yes.
And so it goes both ways. On one hand, they don't care about you being black, but because black people spend a ton of money, we have collectively a huge amount of power.
Yep.
So in the event that we decide to pull our money from something, we can get what we want.
Yes.
And I don't know what it's going to take to get people to be on that one accord.
Yeah.
But as a perfect example, if every black person in America said just for a second, we're not going to go on IG until the following demands are met,
right,
you very likely get what you want. And I'll leave it there.
And that's the problem. So I'm glad you said that, because I was watching a bunch of black businesses go on when Target pulled out of DEI. There are several black businesses that I purchase items from that are in Target. And two of them specifically were talking about how you boycotting Target is not the answer, because then it affects us. And one of them even went so far as to talk about how Target, when you're in Target as a black-owned business, they are focused on your numbers. So as long as you're up here in numbers, they'll keep you. But if you don't make the numbers, they'll kick you out. So by you boycotting it, they'll kick us out because we're not making the numbers. And what bothered me about that is, number one, the larger picture for me is that they need our black dollars, period. So
let everybody stop buying iPhones.
So for you to tell us, no, just buy my products in Target so that my business can sustain, as if you don't have products in other stores. Because the other thing is, these same black business owners had products in other stores and had websites where you could buy directly from them. You saying that tells me that you don't have the same collective mindset that we all need to have, and you're confusing the masses.
And
you're not on the same accord, which is a problem.
But not just that. Like, it's like, on one hand, yeah, there is, I almost sound like Elon Musk right now. There would be short-term pain from, you know, those businesses not meeting the standards that they need to be on to be at Target. But at the end of the day, the ultimate response would be, oh no, we need your money, so we'll switch to DEI, and then those companies stay. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So,
I don't know.
The long game, but yeah.
I feel like there are so many examples of how we are never on one accord. And that irritates me so much. And here's the thing, because you have so many people like those business owners, those black business owners, who are confusing the masses. Like I wish I could give you a great example, but I don't want to pull that out without doing proper research. But I just wish that we could all be on the same damn page.
Well, I think that you don't actually, not you, but like, I don't think that there's enough appreciation, as an example, for the amount of people that actually voted for Kamala. Like we overwhelmingly supported her. Overwhelmingly.
Yeah.
And white people were split. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got our sister up to bat. and we did our part as black people. Yeah, there were 10%. No. You look at it overall. Absolutely. It's not even a debate. Like, white folks, 50-50, Asian, whatever. But if you get 85% of us, that's a significant, you're not going to get everybody. Yeah. You're not. But if you get 85-90% of us, we were together. Yeah. And you're not going to save everybody. Harriet was going to leave certain people behind. There's nothing you can do about those people. But as a whole, 85% is significantly significant. And if those 85%, all the people who voted for Kamala, could also take that vote and put it on another directive, bam.
That's what I'm saying. So,
just
and maybe this is a dumb question, but back in the day, when they boycotted the buses, when they boycotted certain businesses and things, what did, like, how did, I wish, and now maybe I need to do more reading, maybe I need to like really dig and research, but they were so successful in their initiatives that it caused movements.
I think that
why aren't we doing that?
The biggest difference in my brain, and I could be wrong, but I think that this is a huge part of it, is you had a very clear common enemy.
We do.
No, listen, no, Nas, chill out. No, you can drink at whatever drinking fountain you want to. You can get on whatever. You don't have to sit in the back of the bus. You don't have to sit at the back of the movie theater. There's not a black pool. It's completely different.
Yet.
Well, okay, but that's where it is. I'm not talking about yet. I'm saying what it was for my dad versus me is completely the opposite. It's completely the opposite. So it's like, duh. Like, and that is the dilemma, because the enemy isn't as clear. So there's a lack of a specific thing to target. It's like, wait a minute. There's no black person alive. I don't care if you're an ardent black Trump supporter who's going to be like, well, you know what? I should sit in the back of the bus. You know what I'm saying? It's a very clear common enemy that is not there now. So it easily leads to disbursement of thought.
Yeah.
And that's a big part of it. Yeah.
Well, I'm praying for y'all. I'm praying for us and all that's going on. And I'm hoping, and my heart is still hopeful that things will turn, that we will have better and be better, and things will get better.
If things turn, which I believe they can, it will be specifically the result of the things that we talked about earlier, of people being involved and speaking up and being brave and saying, we're not going to take it. I sang that song being funny, but it's real.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the art stuff.
Oh, don't yell at me.
I didn't yell at all. Let's talk about the art stuff.
First of all, okay, so.
Maybe this first.
This very talented, what?
Maybe that first, but either way, either one. You got it. One of the two.
Don't tell me how to run my show.
Yes, okay. Exactly.
So, a very talented photographer in Delaware.
Oh, I didn't know he was from Delaware.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I want to know this guy now.
Yes.
I'm going to reach out to him.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't know that.
Can I tell them about him?
Do you know who he is?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you know him? How come I don't know him?
I don't know. So we're talking about Terry.
How come I don't know him?
A photographer. His business name is Bring the Noise Photography.
How come I don't know him?
And he posts very good videos, like really cool videos, talking about photography.
I'm mad. How come I don't know this guy? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
He does educational videos for people getting into photography.
Terry, you're going to be my best friend soon.
You done?
Mm-mm.
He also goes by Terry DWTS, Bring the Noise. So, long story short, he posts these videos that I think are really cool. And today's video that I found was unpopular opinion. And his unpopular opinion was, photographers should support other photographers. No, I don't agree. That was what his video was about.
But
and he gave the fundamentals as to why. Like why he doesn't feel
that was a Delaware Online headline, though. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't accurate to what he was saying. And that was his headline. But that's not what he was saying, even though the headline is like what she said. What he was actually saying is that you shouldn't support a photographer who's trash.
Had you let me finish, I would have said that.
Go ahead.
Wow. Had he let me finish. Because you don't even know him.
I don't, and I'm really sad about this, but yeah.
So anyway, he talked about all the reasons why. And he was like, he went to school for photography and they taught you all these different things. And there are a lot of photographers who are out here just on the fly doing just crap, just trash. You're not doing trash.
I'm on the fly, though. I'm definitely on the fly.
You're not doing trash. There's a difference. There's a difference because you've actually educated yourself. You've asked questions. You've sought guidance. You are learning. You are actively learning. But there are people out here who are not doing that, who think that they are the shit, who are charging all these astronomical prices and are actually really bad. So from that, I sent it to Jay and I was like, I want to talk about this.
As a whole.
As artistry, right? We've talked about on the show, like how there should be opportunities for up and coming artists, young and old. You can be an up and coming artist and be 90 years old, right? If you're just getting into the craft. There should always be an avenue for people to grow and learn and get into the field of music, right? Or in art in general. But watching Terry's video gave me the strength to say there is a reason why Naja doesn't show up to certain shows or support certain people. And it is because they are trash. There has to be a point in which we say, no, this is not good. And I can't support this. Not only does it compromise my work, but it compromises the understanding of younger and up and coming people.
And it compromises the art.
It compromises the actual art. Now, art is subjective, right? Somebody may see a red line and a blue line cross on paper and say, oh my God, that is beautiful.
But that line is red. And that line is blue.
So, again, it being subjective, you may say something is amazing and other people may say it's trash. But I'm pretty sure we can all agree when something is absolutely terrible.
There is a melody. If the melody is Mary had a little lamb, those are the notes that are required of that song. Right. There is room for embellishment.
Yes.
But if you go, Mary had a little lamb, yes, that's wrong.
That's ugly.
It's not just ugly, because ugly is subjective. But those are the wrong notes.
I just need I feel as though we have gotten to a point where we are not telling people. We need to start booing. We need to
bring the Apollo back.
Bring the Apollo back. I saw the promo for it. I need the ability to boo people because I don't know why everybody thinks that you just big up everybody, support everybody. No, you don't have to. Because then you run into the issues of these overnight successes just because streams went up overnight because everybody's like, share this, it sounds terrible, share this. And then they got in their mind that what they've created is actually good. No, it's not.
One of the...
We got to be honest with these kids. We got to let them know, you're trash. This is not good. Go back and do it again.
One of the beautiful things about art is that it incorporates fact and opinion. So, like I just showed you, there's a melody, and that's what it is. That's what the melody. Yes. And you can stretch it and play around with it, but you need to be within reason of you need to be able to recognize the melody somewhere within what is being sung.
Yeah.
And then there are things like, the color of someone's voice, the way that they
their vocal technique,
their technique, there's their phrasing, and those things are more subjective. Did you like it? Did you not?
Right.
But that is one of the beautiful parts about art is there's subjectivity,
yes,
and there's opinion and there's fact. If you take a vibrating string and cut it in half, it's now vibrating twice as fast. This isn't your opinion. That's how a string works in the world, right? And you can apply these scientific facts to photography. And there has to be a space as this gentleman said, for saying, no, that is wrong.
Yes.
It's wrong.
Yes.
I don't care how you feel right now, because that part is wrong.
Yes. Yes.
And if you're not willing to accept that, then it's long term, it degrades the art. As a rapper, one of your main things is to be timing.
Yeah.
Even if you swing with the beat, I'm not saying be with a metronome, but like you have to be flowing with the beat.
Right.
If a rapper can't do that, you can't just be like, well, this is how I feel the music. No, cousin. No, you're wrong. Your timing is bad and you need to work on it. Maybe you are exuding a lot of emotion and maybe the words are dope.
Then you need to be an actor. You need to be an actor, sir. You don't need to rap. That's what you need to do.
But if your timing isn't right, you're in the wrong sport until you fix that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love sports, because you ran faster or not.
Listen, I just need us to be a little bit more strict. I feel like, where are the talent shows? Where are the amateur nights? Like, let these people lose.
Like, baby, you sang
people.
pretty good, but that note was flat.
Let me tell you something. Back in my day, when I was coming up, I had plenty of people tell me, you cracked. That was not good. You're flat. You're sharp. The phrasing of that is all wrong. You haven't lived enough to sing that song properly.
And that's real.
Like, everybody has gotten so sensitive that everybody's like, oh, just keep doing it, baby. Go ahead. And giving people shows, giving them money.
And what has it gotten us?
Ugly.
It has gotten exactly what you would expect.
You got sexy red.
Less quality art that nobody really respects, and it's
oh my God.
disposable.
Ugh.
You know? That's why you have to keep a standard.
We are missing timeless artists.
They're there,
but
they're harder to find.
They're very hard to find, and they're not getting the recognition that they deserve. And that's a problem for me. In no means are we perfect. Like, I can point
I know my place.
Several gigs where I was pitchy, I didn't forgot words, I was off the timing, I was tired, I didn't really want to be there.
But I'll eat that and admit it and move forward trying to improve it versus being like, no, I felt it.
Right.
But I felt it. Nah, bro.
But one thing I can't do, one thing I can no longer do, and I'm saying this, I am no longer supporting or promoting anyone that does not deserve it, as far as the work is concerned. Like,
because it devalues the art.
I can't do that. I cannot.
It messes up the market.
I'm tired. And please, if you hear something from me and you like, Naj, you want to inbox me, say, Naj, this wasn't good, sis. Like, this sounded bad, or blah, blah, blah. By all means, please do so. Make sure that you give me I need to be able to understand completely what you're saying. Like, don't come to me and be like, you sang, in a square. That don't make sense. Make it make sense for me so that I can actually hear what you're saying.
So one of the things this is sort of personal for me, I guess, that I loved about what he said is that not just what he said, but he is formally trained. He went to school and studied photography.
Yes.
And there are rules to the game.
Yeah.
And it's okay. And he said, it's okay to break rules.
Right.
But you need to know the rules, you need to know and understand them, not just out of respect, but because there is a degree of science to, I feel like I can say pretty much all art forms, maybe not all of them, but like at least the big ones.
There is a degree of science.
And you have to put in the work to understand that side of it.
Right. Right.
In order to be a complete artist.
Right.
And to me, that's part of the fun part for me. That's part of the process that I enjoy. Right. It's part of the training.
Yeah.
And you gain that knowledge and you apply it. And then you bring in your own personality and your own opinion and your own sensitivity.
Right.
But you still need to learn how to sing the right notes.
Yes.
You still need to take a sharp photo. You still need to understand what happens when you change the aperture. You need to understand all the basic factors. And if you're not even putting in that basic work, then you're not only doing yourself a disservice, but you're doing the art a disservice.
Right.
Yeah, and you got to respect the art, man, because it's powerful.
It's powerful. And last thing, before we tell you what's going on.
Yeah, we've been going tonight.
We've been talking about community the last couple shows.
Yes, this is important.
And I wanted to say this. I was watching this video, and this girl talked about, y'all really don't know how to community. Y'all don't know how to community at all. And what she meant was, what she said in the video was, community doesn't mean that you like everybody. It doesn't mean that y'all are best friends and everything's going to be agreeable and everything's going to come together perfectly and match up. Come together.
Sorry.
And I want to say, I completely get it.
She was spot on.
She was spot on, because let me tell you something. There's a lot of people that I do not like. But for the sake of community, and because I know that although I may not like you for whatever reason, you are doing something for the community, you are doing something good, I am going to be within the collective and be in the same mindset to do right by the community and find my way to be cordial with you, right? And work with you to the best of my abilities. Now, again, there are going to be people within the community who are absolute trash, they need to be pushed out of the community. They need to be like, you need to go. You need to get up out of here. Arrest that man.
Right.
Arrest that
right.
woman.
He just slapped a woman.
Like, there are certain people that we need to knock up out of here because there's a problem. There's a disconnect.
Yeah.
But for the most part, when we are talking about community, because right now everybody's talking about, communities get, understand what that means. It means that we are all working towards the same goal, making sure that everyone is connected, everyone is supported, that everyone feels seen, everyone feels heard. We may not all agree on the same thing all the time. I may not like how this person runs their business. I may not like how this person has talked to me or talked to that person. I may not like the whatever, but we all are in the same community. And we all want the same things. And that's for us to flourish, for us to survive, for our children to grow up happy and healthy, for, there to be a safe neighborhood that we're all canvassing and we're all taking care of, so that it's beautiful and our education is rising and we're doing great. As long as that is our goal, our little tiff.
This is why having
I don't care. That's maturity.
This is why having a clear and obvious enemy is good. But yeah, you're spot on. And just adding to that, not too much. So you'll have people who have big egos.
Yes.
You'll have people who talk too much for me. You'll have people.
Why are names pinging?
Right. You'll have people who are just annoying.
Yes.
You'll have people who have all kinds of issues and quirks that get on your nerves.
Yeah.
And they're annoying. They are annoying.
Yeah.
But for the greater good, you have to function with those kinds of people. You might have people who have totally different philosophies than you.
Right.
You have a very... how many times have you heard that black people aren't a monolith? And that's true, and it's beautiful. We shouldn't be a monolith. You know what I'm saying? You have everything... There's a huge spectrum of blackness.
Yes.
All of which isn't equally important. And some of those factions oppose each other.
Right.
And you have to be able to function with those people. Now, like you said, if someone is out here beating on women, out of here. You know what I'm saying?
If someone is out here lying on people and trying to ruin other people's
out of here
opinion of a person, or breaking down businesses and tearing people down and lying and scheming and stealing, you got to go. Because you're not in the collective mindset that we all are growing together.
Or if someone's incompetent, you know what I'm saying?
And refuses not to be.
Yeah.
like you refuse to educate yourself.
Like, listen, if we hire you to photograph the event and all your photographs are terrible and blurry, I'm sorry, dog.
Pictures of his people's feet.
Sorry, dog.
There's a problem.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We love you, but you're not going to photograph the next event.
Community means that we have one thing in mind. So let's a perfect example. We want to clean up the neighborhood, right?
If I gotta clean next to this fool who's gonna talk my ear off,
but I
I'ma
know
still
it's gonna
clean
get
up,
done.
then I'm gonna have to listen to this person talk my ear off.
Or I might move down the street and clean the opposite side of the street. But guess what? The street gonna get clean. And there may be people in that street cleaning group who are like, oh, well, I want to clean it this way. I want to clean it this way. As long as we can
Get the
have
trash.
the
Just
collective
get the trash.
mindset to get the street
Just get
clean,
the trash.
we good. But if you have somebody who's like, tear all of it up, knock all the houses down, move all the people out, I don't want to talk to none of y'all, I'm richer than all of y'all, I know this person, so like, no, you gotta go. Because the point was to clean the streets so that the community can live here in peace in a beautiful setting. But you just want to rip shit up. No, you got to go. You got to go. So while we're thinking about community and working on our community,
and everybody gets on my nerves.
Remember,
I got a list.
Compromising. We have to compromise. And if someone is unwilling to compromise,
I have a list of like 5 people who never get on my nerves. Outside of that, you get on my nerves.
Who's on the list, Jay?
Oh, you're on it. And outside of that outside of that very small list, you get on my nerves, and it's okay. I have to deal with that because I'm not a child. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
The only people that are on my list are the people who have hurt me. That's it. Anybody else, I can deal with people. Like that doesn't.
No, I can't.
I can't. He's not a people person.
No,
he's not.
Y'all don't understand how much I can just sit by myself all day long. Yeah. But it doesn't matter.
He's
a
problem. But yeah.
I love you, Tahir. Tahi!
All right, let's talk about what's going on. We do have an announcement. We have an announcement.
All right, okay. Do that now?
Yes, we have an announcement.
Do it.
We have an announcement. Guess what? I don't know what you're doing. We are hosting Dancing with the Stars Delaware. Woo! We are back, y'all. And this time,
guess who's Bizak?
We don't gotta dance.
And you know,
we don't gotta dance this time.
As someone who respects all of the arts, I feel as though it's inappropriate for me to be out in these streets dancing.
We should never do that again.
We should never disrespect sacred art like dancing by having us. But what we can do is run our big black mouths.
Yes, we can. We can make you laugh. Okay, we can show you a good time, but we cannot dance. It will never happen again.
It's not my ministry. So,
it's not my ministry, you know. But we are so excited. Thank you to the Wilmington Library for calling us and quite frankly taking a risk because y'all know we goofy. Yeah. But we are very excited. We see a bunch of faces on this list.
A lot of cool people.
Yes. Like this is a beautiful cause. This is a fundraiser for the library. And every year it gets bigger and better. And we are so honored that they called us. So thank you. Yeah. And we're excited to see all of the dancers.
Yeah, we're going to have fun.
Get your tickets. Go to the Wilmington Library page and go on the link. There's a QR code and get your tickets today. All right. Yes. Let's talk about what's going on around town. Mm-hmm. All right. What do you have first?
Start with that one. What's that one? Shine a Light.
Okay. Shine a Light brunch. Sunday, February 9th, 11 a.m. with music by Hot Breakfast, the Chancery Market Food Hall and Bar.
Yeah, Hot Breakfast. I like those two people. They're hilarious. They're really good people and funny people.
Yes, they are.
So Hot Breakfast is dope. And they're
a good time.
I highly support this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What's next? Mm-hmm. Okay. Full Moon Flow Yoga at Rockwood Park. Friday, February 7th, 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
All right. Going back. I'm just gonna flip it.
Okay. Oh. Country line dancing. Mm-hmm. Studio at the Grand, $7 cashless entry, 7 to 10 p.m. Cashless bar available. Dance, instruction, and music by award-winning choreographer Rob Harley. I can't do it. My accent's terrible, but Holly.
Rob Holly. Yeah.
Rob Holly.
Yeah, Holly.
I got a bunch of cowboy boots. I got silver ones, and I got brown ones, and I got snakeskin ones. And did I say brown ones?
You didn't say brown.
I didn't. Okay, brown ones. Yes.
Brown boots rock. Yeah.
So pause and Prosecco
Pause.
Thursday, February 6th, 5 to 7 p.m.
Faithful friends.
So join us for a Valentine's event on February 6th from 5 to 7. Enjoy bubbly Prosecco and light refreshments while spending time with our charming feline friends in the cozy cat cottages.
It's actually kind of funny.
See, unfortunately, I can't do this because I'm allergic to cats, which just hurts my heart. But y'all should go and support a good cause. I just got my cat fixed in Faithful Friends.
Is there anything more ridiculous than saying that you got a cat fixed when you actually broke it?
He's not broke. No, he's now fixed because he was stinking up my house, and now my house don't smell.
But literally, like the idea that you're fixing the animal.
Oh, hush your mouth! You fixed.
I'm broke.
No,
they broke
not.
me.
You look very
broken.
Fine. Shut up.
They broke me.
Move on. Next one. I'm trying to hear your manly complaints. Anyway. All right, you got it up?
Yeah.
Oh, join I Am Art in Motion for embodying the intangible creative movement for everyone. An expressive arts wellness practice. Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., November 9th. The Artomat at 501 7th Street, Wilmington. Youth 10 years of age and up are encouraged to join.
I feel like I haven't.
You know we love when you can get a good movement in.
Yeah.
The Del Art Museum, Del Art Cinema presents Love in the 90s. And this weekend, it's going to be House Party and Good Burger. Listen, those are some classics, baby. Some classics.
Crooklyn's dope.
Listen, I love Crooklyn. So that's Saturday and Sunday at 1:30.
Okay, let's keep going.
And then also at the Del Art Museum, Jazz Series hosted by Ray Jones Avery featuring Andrew Wilcox this Thursday, tomorrow, from 7 p.m. from 7 p.m. Register now to get your tickets before it sells out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we got this one too.
And then Docklands Riverfront Divas presents Galentine's Day Drag Brunch, February 8th. Doors open at 12 and show is at 1. Hosted by Electra Ryan featuring Onyx Black, Enigma, and Kirby Cup. VIP tickets, $25. Person and general admission tickets, $20 per person. Brunch options a la carte and free parking. You know we love some free parking. So head on over there. And then at the Sold Firm, February 7th, Coming of Ages.
We will be there.
5 to 8 p.m.
We will be there.
Yes. And this young queen will be there.
So what my understanding is that I love about this specific one is that there is a clear attempt to connect the generations.
Yes.
And I love that.
I believe.
Oh, no. You will stop it.
And let them lead the way.
Oh, man.
Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense
of pride
to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody.
I got my bass in. I was playing the bass. All right. I think that's it. Yeah.
That is all that we have for this weekend, this week coming up. Thank you for watching us rant.
Yeah.
We love you guys watching. Also, real quick, I forgot to mention flowers to Best Kept Soul. They just came back from the oh my god,
Soul Train Cruise.
Soul Train Cruise. There we go.
Because they were
and they were singing, and Anne Latrice is going to be at the Art Museum for a free brunch next Saturday, February 15th. So come out to that. But she was up there singing her face off. The whole group loved them. I know them people had a good time. If I had the coins, I would have been there with them. One day when I grow up, I'll be able to go. But flowers to them because they always putting on a show. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of the week. Don't let the state of affairs get you down. Find something that makes you happy. Practice self-care. Commune with your people. Stay away from the people who get on your nerves.
Get involved so that you feel like you have a sense of control.
Yeah.
And when it's time to turn it off, get up, get out, and do
Yeah.
something that has absolutely nothing to do. Stop scrolling.
Stop scrolling.
And do something that has absolutely nothing to do with the chaos.
Yeah. Watch Naj and Jay. We'll help you. We'll help you. Bye.